Welcome back to a little bit of Common Crazy and my crafting countdown to Christmas. I am having so much fun with all these crafts, and I love how this snowman wreath turned out, and I hope that you love it too. If you've missed any of my past DIYs for Christmas, I will leave that playlist linked below so you can check those out. If you are new to my channel or you haven't yet subscribed, make sure that you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of my videos, especially right now while I have all these really fun Christmas ones coming. So let's go ahead and jump right on into the wreath. So here is everything that you will need for this project. I picked up both the Let It Snow and the ribbon from the Dollar Tree, as well as the 14-inch wire wreath, but the burlap I grabbed from Walmart. So you can start off by taking your burlap onto that bottom ring, and then I take half of a pipe cleaner and I'm going to thread it through. You can use hot glue, but because it's so holey, I tend to burn myself, so I like to use the pipe cleaner. Once I have it threaded through, I'm going to wrap it around the two bottom rings in order to secure it. Once the burlap is secure, now I can push the burlap up through each of the rings. So I start at the bottom, so I like to lay the burlap out so it just lays right underneath the wreath form. And then I start creating the loops into each of the rings. Now the larger the loop, the fuller your wreath will look, and the smaller the loops that you make, the tighter that the burlap will look in the end. And I kind of go somewhere in the middle. So I pull them up, I get them where I wanted. The first one always takes me the longest. It's kind of like the guinea pig. I bunch it into my hand, and then I twist the bottom in order to secure that, kind of like a sandwich tie. And then I get the burlap adjusted again so that I can pull it up again through the loops. Again, the first ring is always the hardest one to kind of get where you wanted. And then once it's laying flat kind of underneath the ring form, it gets easier. And again, you just pull it up through the three rings. You're going to then bunch it again into your hand once you have them exactly the way that you want them. And then you're going to twist the bottom again like a sandwich tie. And then you're going to repeat that process, and you're going to continue repeating that process all the way around the ring. Now I do 3 bunches per section, and I found that with this size of ring and with this size of burlap, that's what works really well. It kind of gives me that fluffy look that I'm looking for. And remember, it doesn't have to be absolutely perfect. You don't want it to. The burlap kind of just twists and turns, and so just kind of play around with it, and you can always pull it back out if you need to, but it really is meant to be an imperfect kind of thing. So everyone has their way of doing it. This is just the way I do it, and I hope that you find this way useful for you as well. Once I finish going all the way around, I'm going to take the other half of the pipe cleaner, thread it through, and then secure that again to 2 of the rings of the wreath in order to keep it nice and secure. And there you have it. The wreath, the base of your wreath is all done and ready for the next step. Now that my burlap is done, it's time to add the ribbon, and this time I will secure it with hot glue. Because it's not holey, I'm not as concerned about burning myself. And once I have it nice and secure, I'm going to take it around the wreath. Now, I like to work within the 2 middle rings. I find that that's just the look that I go for, but you don't have to stick with that. So I bunch up my ribbon, I give it a little loop, and then I just push it right on through the ring. And I will move between the 2nd and the 3rd ring all the way around, just like that. Just pushing it right through the ring. And because the burlap is already there, this makes it so that the ribbon is nice and secure. It's not going to go anywhere, so you don't need to attach it any other way. This will hold it just fine. Once I've taken the ribbon all the way around the wreath, now it is time for me to secure the end. So I trim off any extra ribbon that I have, and then I again loop it through, add the hot glue, and it is all done. Now I do know that the end looks a little bit different where the 2 ends come together, but I will cover those up with the Let It Snow Snowman, and so you won't even notice them at all. So I go back in with a hot glue and I put it at the top and the bottom of my Let It Snow Snowman sign, and then I place the sign on top of the wreath, and there you have it, the cutest, easiest snowman wreath. I love how this turned out. It is the perfect addition to my holiday decor, and I hope you love it too. And if you do, please give this video a big thumbs up. And if you haven't, make sure you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of my DIYs. And I will catch you in the next one. Bye.